Do, do you find yourself doing repetitive actions like lip twitching, eye blinking, shoulder shrugging, and repeating one's own word? Or have you ever seen Louis Capaldi do this? Or see Rachel Chalev?
My name is Rachel Orkey, and
Or maybe watch the movie Front of the Class?
Anything you want to know about it, I want you to ask. But it's okay.
Well, those are examples of Tourette syndrome. So, hello everyone, and welcome to our show. And today's episode is Understanding Tourette's Beyond the Tics. Alright, so let's go into the heart of the subject. Tourette syndrome is a neurological condition characterized by tic, involuntary movement, or sounds. But what causes it? Well, while the exact cause is still being studied, it is believed to be caused by genetics and neurological factors. Abnormalities in basal ganglia or in the dopamine neurotransmitter. The Tourette's attack, like you saw in the clips, can be caused by stress, anxiety, excitement, or tiredness. Alright, now that we've covered the bases, let's go on to the questions.
Miss Chicky, is Tourette's curable?
Well, there is currently no cure, but there are several ways to manage the symptoms. Giving medications like antipsychotics or doing behavioral therapy might help to control the tics.
Can Tourette's go away, Miss Chicky?
Well, it depends. In some people, the tics may only appear during childhood, but for some people, the tics can stay until adulthood.
Miss Chicky, who is more likely to get this syndrome?
Tourette's is more common in boys than girls, but it usually shows up in childhood between the ages of 5 and 10. If you have a family member with the condition, you might be more likely to have it too. Everyone who has tics also has Tourette syndrome. Nope! Having tics does not always indicate Tourette syndrome. There are also other conditions that are associated with tics, such as ADHD and OCD. Many kids experience tics for a few months and eventually outgrow them. But if the blinking, jerking, grunting, or repeating sounds last for more than a year, then it is Tourette syndrome. If I cannot see the tics, the Tourette syndrome is gone. Nope! Tics can come and go. Their type and frequency can also change. Some people might still feel the urge to tic even if others don't see it. So when the tics are less noticeable, it does not always mean that Tourette's is gone. Tourette syndrome only occurs in children. Nope! Tourette's often begins in childhood, but it can also be diagnosed in adults. Some people may not show symptoms until they're older, and their tics may continue into adulthood. Alright, we've cleared up the myth and uncovered the facts. Now, who here has wondered what it actually feels to live with Tourette's? Oh, I see a hand.
Yeah. Isn't it exhausting dealing with constant tics all the time? It must be tough. How do you manage it?
Yes, it can definitely be challenging, but don't worry, as there are some ways now to manage the symptoms in everyday life. Tadang! 1. You can take medications like haloperidol and pimodicide. These medicines block dopamine and can suppress the tics. Tadang! Or 2. You can also undergo habit reversal therapy that helps people replace tics with different behaviors. So if someone has a tic like head rubbing, they might learn to place their hands on their knees instead to help stop the tic from happening.
Wah, dari That is very informative, Miss Chicky. Thank you.
Alright everyone, if you feel like you have symptoms as described, you must immediately go to the psychiatrist for diagnosis and further treatments. The tics may be visible, but the courage it takes to live with Tourette's is extraordinary and unseen. Acknowledge Tourette's, don't judge, and break the stigma. Thank you everyone, this will be all for me. See you in the next episode!